Okay. Okay, guys. So first of all, we need to know what's the format, okay, about the format of the IELTS test, okay, for speaking skill. كيف شكل الفورمات تبع speaking test, okay. Test format overview takes from 11, this test or this skill takes from 11 to 14 minutes to complete, okay. يعني أول نقطة إنه هذا الامتحان مدته من 11 ل 14 دقيقة، اوكي تمام. It's done with an examiner، يعني راح يكون في قدامك شخص، انت بتختبر مع شخص with examiner، okay not with a computer like the TOEFL test، okay. Who will decide your result at the end of the test، هو راح يقرر علامتك في آخر الامتحان. The speaking part of the test is the same for academic and general training. نفس الشيء بالنسبة سواء أنت بتقدم academic أو بتقدم general training، speaking واحد ما بيختلف. Okay. It comprises three parts. بتكون من ثلاث أجزاء. part 1 it takes from 4 to 5 minutes. مدته من 4 ل 5 دقائق. You will be asked about general questions about yourself and familiar topics. Work, study, home, neighborhood, hometown, and maybe country, etc. Anything you like, anything you hate, any general topic about something that connected to you. Okay. يعني بيكون في شيء يعني عنك انت، تمام. يعني انت مثلا do you like مثلا hot weather or cold weather. Okay. تكلم عنك انت. Are you going to change your work in the future? Okay. Are you planning to move out of your home? Okay, to change the place where you live right now in the future, maybe. تمام. Anything about you. يعني ممكن, for example, how often do you look at the sky? Do you go in boat trips? Okay. Do you like traveling by train? Okay. Do you prefer to travel by car or by maybe train, something like this, or airplane, and so on. So the first part is about something, okay, related to you, you are familiar with. Okay. In part 2, you will be given a cue card, okay, a card, or sometimes a booklet, okay, with a topic, and you have to talk about it for 1 to 2 minutes, okay. In general, you will be asked, the examiner will ask you to talk, or he will maybe give you a hint or something that you need to continue talking until you complete the whole 2 minutes. So he will be able to assess you, to assess your performance, okay, your response, okay? And you will be given 1 minute to prepare, okay? Before you respond, you will be given 1 minute, okay, to write down notes, okay, or maybe the hints about what you are going to talk, okay? In part 3, it takes from 4 to 5 minutes. So you will be asked further questions connected to the topic in part 2. راح تنسأل مواضيع تانية، أسئلة general, okay? Not about what you prefer, about yourself. No, in general. تمام؟ راح تنسأل مواضيع in general. تمام؟ The topic is related to part 2. في يعني بكون نفس العنوان العام تبع part 2. These questions will allow you to discuss more abstract ideas and issues. So in general, this is the speaking test. هي امتحان السبيكينج بشكل عام. تدخل على الغرفة، بيكون في examiner، تجلس باخذ بياناتك، ببلش عندك البارت 1. بارت 1 بيسألك أسئلة عامة، تمام. بيجي البارت 2. البارت 2 بيعطيك ورقة بدك تتكلم عن الموضوع المكتوب على الورقة هاي لمدة من دقيقتين، تمام. وبعدين البارت 3 بيسألك أسئلة عامة عن موضوع عام متصل بالفكرة اللي ناقشناها في البارت 2. Okay, so this is in general what you are expecting to see in the IELTS speaking test. هذا in general شو متوقع انك تشوف في امتحان الIELTS speaking. Okay, في البارت 1. Okay, في اي سؤال عن الجنرال overview؟ أي سؤال عن الجنرال overview guys? Anything? Okay, for the part, okay, no questions. Okay, part one of the test will start with the examiner asking you to state your name and show your identification. Okay, this is the beginning of the test. Next, you will be asked general question about yourself, such as where you live or what you are currently doing, working or studying. Okay, you will then be asked some questions about a range of familiar topics. For example, about the music you like, cooking, weather, movie you prefer, something like that. You will generally be asked about one or two topics. Okay, the examiner will ask scripted questions and will listen to your answer, prompting you to extend your response with sometimes if your answer is short, he would ask why, or if it's not clear, okay, maybe he will ask you why not, okay, if your answer is too short. This part of the test follows a question answer format focusing on your ability to communicate opinions and information on everyday topic by answering a range of questions. What are these range of what are this range of questions؟ شو الرينج هذا تبع الكويستشن؟ كيف انا ادرس البارت 1؟ البارت 1 عادة الامتحان ببلش بسؤال من 3 أسئلة. شو ال3 أسئلة هدول اللي عادة ببلش فيهم الامتحان؟ يا إما بيسألك عن الورك or study، تمام؟ أو بيسألك عن الهوم أو بيسألك عن الهوم تاون. Okay? So 3 main topics. So before you go to the test, make sure that you know everything about these 3 topics. يعني قبل ما تروح الامتحان تأكد إنك بتعرف كل شيء عن ال3 مواضيع هاي. شو هم؟ work or study if you are currently a student, or maybe if you are an employee, or your home and your hometown. Okay, so these 3 questions, these 3 general questions, you are expected to be asked at the beginning of the test. واحد من هدول ال3 راح تنسأل عنه وممكن تسأل عن 2. Okay, so لازم تكون عارف كل التفاصيل عن الثلاث نقاط هاي. تمام. شو معنى اعرف كل التفاصيل؟ يعني مثلا لو اخذنا مثال، ما بعرف هل الشاشه واضحه هون ولا خليني اكبرها شوي. يعني لو حكينا مثلا السؤال الاول do you work or are you a student? Okay, it's not enough to say, well, if you are maybe an employee, to say I currently work as an accountant. Okay, تمام، انا حاليا بشتغل accountant. تمام. اوكي، ليش ما بيكفي هذا الجواب؟ لانه امتحان السبيكينج الفكره تبعته انه الاكزامينر he is going to evaluate your ability to express your thoughts, opinion, ideas and so on. Okay, so you need to speak, he need to hear a lot of English، لازم يسمع كلام كثير to be able to assess your performance، عشان يقدر انه يقيم ادائك، والا otherwise okay he will not be able to know if you are good or not. تمام، ما راح يعرف انت كويس ولا مش كويس. فلما تجاوب شيء زي هيك بسيط I currently work as an accountant, he will ask you further questions. يعني ممكن الاسئله توصل في البارت 1 لغايه 10 اسئله. تمام، هو مربوط بالوقت مش بعدد الاسئله، يعني الاكزامينر مربوط ب4 ل5 دقائق. تمام، فراح ممكن يسالك اسئله كثير، ممكن توصل لغايه 10 اسئله. ليش؟ بده يسمع كلام. تمام، كيف انا ممكن اطور اجابتي وفي نفس الوقت ادرس على كل الاسئله المحتمله بالنسبه لهذا الموضوع؟ تمام، من الاساليب اللي احنا بنستخدمها في تطوير الاجابه، تمام، في اسلوب مثلا مشهور اسمه البي بي اف. شو البي بي اف؟ talk about past and present and future. يعني لو انسالت مثلا عن your work، okay تمام، do you work or are you a student or do you work or do you study or are you currently studying or something like this. okay تمام، ففي من التكنيكات نحكي لك speak about the past. well, مثلا ممكن تحكي I used to work as مثلا an accountant in a company in Saudi Arabia مثلا. okay, then 2 years ago, okay, I moved to Jordan. okay, and I had worked for another company for ممكن تعطي أي اسم. تمام، for 2 years. okay, and or maybe okay I am thinking or I am expecting مثلا تتكلم عن ايش؟ عن الفيوتشر. I am expecting to to move to another company next in 5 years maybe. Okay, something like this. Okay, so this is a way or a method or an approach to develop your answer. Okay, from my perspective, I will give you more ways how to develop your answer. You can add for your answer, you can add a feeling. تمام? It's not enough to say that I currently work as an accountant. Okay, you can add a feeling to develop your answer. Maybe you can say, and I love my job since it was my passion for a from sorry, it's not for from a young age. Okay, from a young age. Okay, or maybe, well, I am fed up with, okay, my job because it is exhausting and I think to resign. Maybe you can say, I guess it's just fine. Not as I expected, but I think it's good to some extent, okay? So you can, first of all, develop your answer by adding a feeling, okay? And this is a good way, not only in part one, part two, and part three, okay? In part two, you need to talk for at least 2 minutes, okay? Or let's say, okay, from 1 to 2 minutes, maybe at least 1.5 minutes, okay? So you need to have a lot of things to talk about. So how you don't want to just mute and keep silent. This will affect your answer, your score, okay? So what can I speak about or talk about, okay? If I am running out of ideas, okay? You can add a feeling, okay? And this comes with a lot of training, okay? You can give a contrasting opinion, okay? But I currently work as an accountant, but I am planning to change to work for another more successful bank, for example, okay? A contrasting opinion, okay? Maybe you can add details about your job or work, okay? I currently work as an accountant in Amman City, in Amman City Center branch of the Arab Bank, for example, if you are working in a bank, okay? Or what, maybe you can talk about the past. Well, I currently work as an accountant. However, I used to work as a cashier in a nearby restaurant, okay? Maybe you can give a reason to develop your answer. Well, I currently work as an accountant because this was the only job that I was offered immediately after graduating, okay? Or maybe you to talk about something you are planning to do in the future. I think, well, I currently work as an accountant, but I think I will spend, or I expect that I will spend a long time in my current job since they provide me with a lot of sorry, not mine, me with a lot of benefits, okay? Or maybe to add a contrasting detail, not a contrasting opinion, contrasting detail. However, it's far from my home though, okay? Or without however, it is far from my home though. It takes me 1 hour to get there, okay? Or maybe you can give an example. There are a lot of benefits for me to work there, like for instance, health insurance, 13th and 14th salaries a year, and a share of the sales, okay? Finally, you can add a frequency, how often, how many times, okay? I travel or I go or I commute to my work 5 days a week from Sunday to Thursday, okay? And so these are the ways how we can develop our answer, guys. Okay, هيك احنا بنطور اجابتنا. ليش؟ لانه زي ما حكينا الاكزامينر ما بده يسمع بس جمله واحده وخلص. This is, guys, this is not a test for your knowledge. Okay, هو هون ما بيختبر معلوماتك، ما بيختبر هل انت بتتكلم بتحكي اشياء صح ولا بتحكي اشياء خطأ. This is not the point, guys. هاي مش النقطة إطلاقا. تمام؟ ما بيسألك أسئلة لازم تجاوب عليها صح. هو ما بيعرف ولا بهمه يعرف ولا بيسأل إنه يعرف. تمام؟ هو بده يشوف هل أنت قادر إنك تعبر عن الكلام، عن أفكارك بلغة إنجليزية سليمة ولا لا. بس يعني لو سألك مثلا أنت، نفرض أنت عاطل عن العمل، تمام؟ ورحت جاوبته بلغة سليمة وصحيحة وكذا، والله أنا بشتغل رجل أعمال وثروتي تقدر ب 20 مليون دينار. it's okay. For him, it's okay. No problem at all. Okay. Since you can explain and I develop your answer in a reasonable way. تمام. logically. تمام. كلام منطقي انت اللي بتحكيه. اوكي. ومرتب افكارك بشكل صحيح. It's okay for him. It's not a question about your knowledge. مش أسئلة عن معرفتك عن ثقافتك. You don't have to answer it honestly. Okay. مش مطلوب انك تجاوبها بصدق بحرفية. المطلوب منك انك تستطيع انك تعبر عن الكلام بلغة انجليزية سليمة. الان النقطة الثانية، ليش احنا بنحكي هاي النقطة؟ هل معنى هاي النقطة انه ما نجاوب ولا شيء صح؟ لا، مش هاي الفكرة. الفكرة انه اذا سألك سؤال ما عندك جواب له جاهز، make up something. اخترع اي شيء وجاوب. اوكي. he need or she need the examiner needs to hear you speak in English. Okay. بده يسمعك تحكي بالانجلش. Okay. So this is the main point. You can say مثلا if you ask you about maybe music, what kind of music do you like? Some people don't listen to music. Okay. You can say, okay, that, well, to be quite honest, okay, I am not into music at all. أنا ما عنديش اهتمامات بالmusic at all. However, okay, if I had to choose a kind or a genre of music to listen to, I would like to listen to Arabic music مثلا. تمام. شفت علي كيف؟ يعني طلعت يعني ألفت حكيت أنا والله ما بسمع موسيقى، بس أنا مثلا إذا يعني بدك تخيرني شو أسمع، بسمع موسيقى عربية. Okay. This is a way to make up an answer. Okay. So the idea is not, it's not if you hate music, you can say that I love music. You can say, no, you can say whatever you want. Okay. The idea is to express yourself in a good English. Okay. So this is how I develop my answer, guys. In part 1, part 2, and part 3, I can give a feeling, contrasting opinion, details, past, reason, future, contrasting detail, example, frequency. Okay. And maybe for the next question or topic that you are expected to be asked about is if you are a student. Okay. So what are you going to answer? Maybe currently I am a student at the University of Jordan. This is a short answer, guys. You need to develop this answer. You can add a feeling, contrasting opinion, details, and so on. Maybe you can say, and I love studying there because this is the best university in Jordan or in Amman, for example. Or, but I hate, okay, my specialization, and I'm going to change it as soon as possible. Okay. This is a feeling. I hate, I love. Well, it's just fine. Not as I expected, but I think it's good to some extent. For example, okay, I have developed my answer with a feeling, maybe with a contrasting opinion. However, okay, I am planning to move to another university because this one is far from my home. Okay. Details. I studied physics at the College of Science in that university or this university. Okay. Maybe you can add a detail about your past. I always wanted to study, okay, medicine, but this what I ended up studying. Okay. Reason. Okay, I'm studying at the University of Jordan as it is the only university that teaches this course. Okay. Future. Well, maybe here's a typo. Okay. If things, I think, if things go as planned, I will graduate after 2 years. So this is something about future. Contrasting details. Although my plan was to study abroad, but my plan could not be achieved since, okay, however, let's say instead of but, okay, however, okay, my plan could not be achieved since it would cost me a huge amount of money. Or maybe you can add an example. There are a lot of great things, okay, about my university, such as the gigantic library, green campus, and the wonderful restaurants, okay? Or maybe frequent. My classes are 5 days a week, okay? So these how we guys expand or develop our answers. Okay, so this is the first two topics or common topics you are expected to be asked about. Okay, so let's move to the next one. And before that, let's take a question here. Okay, from Lou. Okay, can we use the word hate, or it's better to use another word? I don't like. Well, the the best thing is to use a synonym, okay, to rephrase or paraphrase what the examiner asked you. If he asked you, do you hate something? Okay, it's better to use another word, okay, a synonym maybe. Okay, you can say I don't like. Okay, you can say I am not into. I am not fond of, I am not keen on, okay, and so on, okay? So if he asks you, do you like, okay, it's better to say I hate. It's better than saying I don't like, okay? So you need to change the words from the question that the examiner give you, because paraphrasing is a criteria that they assess your performance upon, okay? تمام؟ هنشوف الكرايتيريا احنا. Okay, so what about hometown? You are expected to be asked about your hometown. So if he asked you where are you from, you can say I'm from Amman, the capital city of Jordan. This is a short answer. You can develop your answer by adding a feeling, and I love living there because this city is amazing. Maybe you can say, but I hate living there since this city is very crowded. You can say it is just fine to live there, not as expected, but I think it's good to some extent. Okay, contrasting opinion. However, I am planning to move to the UAE since I got a job offer there. Okay, maybe you can add some details. It is a huge city with a population of around 4 million. Okay, past, I used to live in Erbil since my father was working or used to work there. Okay, since my father used to work there. Okay, however, we moved back to Amman 10 years ago. Okay, maybe you can give a reason. It is renowned, okay, it is famous for having many Roman ruins and a lot of modern shopping centers. Okay, this is why I like or I live in Amman. Okay, future, well, I think or I expect, okay, I expect, it would be much better to say expect. I expect that I will move to the UK next year to enroll in a PhD program at the University of Leeds, for example. Okay, contrasting details. Despite having a good infrastructure, I prefer to live in the countryside because I hate noise and crowdedness. Okay, this is a contrasting detail. Example, the city has many Roman ruins, such as, this is an example, the Roman amphitheater in the city center and the Roman citadel. Okay, or maybe frequency. I usually travel out of the city 4 times a year. Okay, so these are ways or methods how to develop your answers. Okay, سؤال لو سمحت بس اللي بتشرح منه وين ممكن الاقي آية ببعت لك في كتاب في كتاب بحط لك اياه على الرابط في كثير من هاي الاشياء المفيده. اوكي تمام. الكتاب لآدم سميث. اوكي تمام. ببعت لكم اياه بحط لكم اياه في الرابط. اوكي تمام. it's guide for speaking. اوكي تفضلي أميرة.
Just I want to ask if we can use these criteria to write a short essay or a short paragraph about each topic.
You are talking about the writing part of the test?
Not the writing part, but I'm asking if I can like prepare a paragraph or an essay about each subject, depending on these criteria.
To use it in the speaking test?
Yeah, and speaking like to practice this, using these ideas, you know.
Yeah, it's okay. You can write, okay, but you need to be spontaneous when you answer. Okay, this is the most important thing. Okay,
Yeah.
do not, okay, just say memorized answers to the examiner. ما تحكي إجابات يعني it's okay. You can write down, okay, any note you want, any information you can write down. You can memorize whatever you want, okay. But the idea, the most important thing is that when you are asked a question, don't just say or respond with a memorized answer, okay, because this will not count. memorized answer ما راح تنحسب. يعني كيف يعني شو معنى memorized answer؟ يعني عادة هاي الأسئلة أو الثلاث مواضيع هاي كل الناس أو معظم الطلاب بيكونوا متمكنين منها إلى حد ما، تمام. فلما الاكزامينر يسالك مثلا مثلا لو بده يسالني مثلا do you work or are you a student، مثلا انا ممكن اجاوبه لاني متعود هاي الجمله بحكيها كثير وحافظها والى اخره مثلا، تمام. Well, I work as an assistant professor in Al Juf University in Saudi Arabia. It's located in the northern part of the country, and I have been working there for more than 10 years مثلا، تمام. فإجابة سريعة، فيش أخطاء في الجرامر، فيش إلى آخره. It's a memorized answer. Okay. الidea هون إنه إذا أنت you need to memorize a lot of answers. Okay. You need to memorize a lot of words, a lot of phrases. Okay. To the limit or to the extent that you can use these words to form any kind of sentence. فهمت الفكرة؟ يعني
Yeah, I
القضية.
got you. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
like I think like each subject has its own vocab, so we have to memorize some of them. Like each topic has its own
Mm,
expressions
mm.
and words, so it is
Mm.
good to prepare, like to be familiar with these things.
يا يا يا
Don't
يا يا
oh,
لازم الواحد يعمل تمارين كثير زي ما احكي لك. الفكره انه الواحد لازم يعني ما يحفظ بعض الجمل بس، تمام، لا يحفظ كميه كبيره من الجمل، كميه كبيره من المصطلحات، بحيث يقدر يعبر. الفكره انه الطلاب شو بيعملوا؟ المشكله اللي انا بشوفها عاده انه بيحفظ 5 جمل 6 جمل 7 جمل وبروح يمتحن فيهم، تمام. فلما الاكزامينر يساله شيء، تمام، هو بيجاوب شيء اللي هو حافظه، بغض النظر ممكن يكون كيف الاكزامينر بيعرف انه هاي الجمله ميمورايزد، انها بتكون irrelevant. اوكي، تمام،
yeah,
مش مرتبطه بالسؤال بشكل دقيق، لانه السؤال عن شيء بس هو حافظ اجابه مش حافظ غيرها، فراح يحكيها سواء سال عنها او ما انسال عنها، تمام. فهي شغله. الشغله الثانيه ممكن يعرف انه هاي الاجابه ميمورايزد، تمام، لما تنحكى يعني perfectly، تمام، والستودنت او الابليكانت answered other questions okay with a lot of hesitation، تمام. اذا في سؤال واحد معين بس جاوبه هو perfectly و smoothly و accurately وتمام everything 100% correct okay and all other answers with a lot of hesitation and a lot of mistakes، تمام. So this answer would be a memorized one. هو راح يعرف الاكزامينر انه هاي الاجابه هاي اللي جاوبها 100% كلها صح، انها memorized، لانه الباقي كله في a lot of hesitation and a lot of mistakes، تمام. فالقضيه انه احنا لازم يعني to do a lot of practicing okay on different topics, as much topics as you can. قد ما بتقدر تعمل topics اعمل، اوكي، تمام. فيعني رح نحكي في اخر المحاضره هون انه مثلا عندنا كتاب، عندنا اكثر من كتاب، بس عندنا كتاب مثلا ممتاز. مثلا لو شفنا كتاب مكار في نهايه المحاضره، كتاب مكار فيه تقريبا في التوب في البارت 1 في حوالي 130 او اكثر، 130 تقريبا توبيك اوكي تو توك اباوت اوكي. فلازم انا اعمل تمارين كثير على هاي. it's okay to memorize answers، تمام، but to a further extent okay. يعني خلينا نحكي اني احفظ كثير من الاجابات بحيث اكون متمكن اني اعبر عن اي شيء. شو بيعمل الاكزامينر لو سالك سؤال وشافك سمعته، انت حافظه بس، تمام، حفظ لهذا السؤال وعارف انت سمعته، بيغير لك اياه مباشر، بقى بيسالك سؤال ثاني بلف لك اياه بطريقه ثانيه، يشوف هل انت متمكن من اللغه ولا بتسمع شيء حافظه. يعني مثلا يسالك بيسألك مثلا do you live in a home or an apartment okay. رحت انت حافظ الجواب تبعك well I live in an apartment in a 4-story building and my apartment is on the upper floor. حطيته اياها هيك صف اوكي، تمام. فهو يعني شافك سريع و100%، فممكن ايش يعطيك سؤال ثاني اوكي عشان يعرف انه، فممكن يحكي لك مثلا well the apartment where you used to live when you are a child. Okay, describe the apartment. Okay, where you used to live when you were a child. Okay, لما انت كنت طفل. فهون انت بدك ممكن هذا السؤال ما يكونش متوقع. اوكي، فبدك اذا انت كنت بتدرب كثير فراح تعرف انه هون بدك تتكلم انت في الباست، وبدك تتكلم انك بدك تصف شقه غير الشقه اللي انت ساكن فيها حاليا. فانت ممكن اذا انت بس ميمورايزد، بس ما عندك مهاره انك تتكلم في اي موضوع، حتى لو ما كنتش يعني خلينا نحكي حافظ الاجابه صام، تمام، راح ترتبك، راح يبين عليك الاخطاء. ف this is the idea. okay. اوكي تمام. اميره it's okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, I
okay.
got you. Thank you so much.
You are welcome. Okay. Hiya, do you prefer to practice from Makar book only? No, 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 not only from Makar. You can practice from any material, any source. It's okay. Okay, ممكن تدرس من أي مكان، من أي كتاب. Okay, but مكار بالذات ليش يعني كثير بينصحوا فيه أو بيحكوا عنه؟ لأنه كثير من الأسئلة اللي بيسألوها الإكزامينرز تيجي منه. تمام؟ كويس؟ ف it's a good source for practicing. يعني source كويس من practicing، لأنه كثير مرات بتيجي أسئلة منه. يعني انا في اختباري الاخير اللي اختبرته سالوني عن النويز في البارت 2. لما رجعت على البيت والله لقيته في كتاب مكار النسخه، بس مش هي الاخيره، نسخه اخر ثلث في 2020. تمام. فبيسالوا كثير اسئله منه، عشان هيك بنحكي انه بعدين كويس. يعني عندك 128 موضوع في البارت 1، عندك في البارت 2 تقريبا 78 او 76 موضوع. So there's a lot of things to a lot of material, a lot of topics to practice. Okay, عندنا كثير but you can practice from any material. ممكن يعني تعمل practice من أي material. Okay, لبنى. Can we use quotations, phrasal verbs, and informal adjectives? Yeah, no, in the speaking, yes, you can use it, okay? In the speaking, it's okay, you can use it. It's advisable to use it, okay? But in writing, okay, in writing task 2, no. Don't use idioms. Don't use informal speech or phrases, okay? In task 2 in writing. It's the same for task 1, okay, for general training if you are writing a formal letter. Okay, okay. هذا الايديومز والفيجوراتيف سبيك وكذا والكلام البلاغي هذا ما بزبط مع التاسك 2. تمام، لان التاسك 2 رساله او كتابه الى حد ما اكاديميه. تمام. في سبيكينج اتس ادفايزبل، ممكن عادي في السبيكينج بتقدر تحكي براحتك. تمام، بتقدر تستخدم ايديومز، حتى استخدام الايديومز راح نشوف في الكرايتيريا عليه علامات. اوكي، بس في الرايتنج لا، بيختلف الموضوع. اوكي تمام لبنى. اوكي تمام. فمثلا okay, home, about you are expected to be asked about your home in the first part as well. I live in a small apartment. This is a short answer, you need to develop it. Maybe you can say, and I love living there because it's neat and cozy. Maybe so يعني مثلا تكمل على سؤالك يا لبنى. في الرايتنج في تاسك 2 ما بصير مثلا اكتب it's okay contraction with a contraction زي هيك it's neat. تمام، ما بصير، ما عندي، لانه هذا مش فورمال رايتنج، لازم it is. اوكي، بس في السبيكينج عادي لو حكيت it's neat اوكي، مش شرط احكي it is neat. اوكي، it's okay to say it's neat okay and cozy. okay no problem. but في الرايتنج لا، لازم اكون فورمال. اوكي. But maybe another feeling, I hate living there since it is not wide enough for all the members of my big family, or it is just fine to live there. Not as I expected, but I think it is good to some extent. Okay. Contrasting opinion. However, I am planning to move to another larger apartment in the upcoming 5 years. Details in I live in a small apartment in a 4-story building. My apartment is on the upper floor, for example. Past, in my childhood, I used to live in a spacious house. Okay, spaciousness is a good word to say it's wide or large or something like this. Has a lot of room. House with my parents. Okay, spacious house with my parents. But since I moved here, okay, to study, I have rented a small apartment that I can afford. Okay. Reason, okay, I live in a small apartment since I can't afford to rent a larger one. Okay. Future, I expect to live in my current apartment for a long period of time since it is in a good location and spacious enough for my family. Okay. Contrasting details, despite the small area of my flat, it is very cozy and organized. Example, my apartment has beautiful decorations such as some paintings I hang on the wall and some colorful stripes from my youngest brother. Okay, youngest brother last birthday party. Okay, frequency, I clean my apartment on a daily basis, for example. Okay, so you can develop your answers. Okay, your answer using one of these 9 methods, not only 1 or 2 or 3, 9 methods. That does not mean that you need to say a 9 sentence answer. Okay, في البارت 1 عادة الاكزامينر راح يسمع منك 2 sentences 3 يعني الماكسيمم. بعدين لحاله اذا انت زدت في الكلام راح يوقفك. تمام، لانه هو بده يسال حوالي تقريبا من يعني 6 7 8 اسئله. تمام، فالاربع دقائق الى 5 دقائق اذا كل سؤال بدك تجاوب عليه 40 ثانيه 45 ثانيه، لا ما راح يخليك، راح يعطيك تقريبا 20 ثانيه 20 ثانيه على كل سؤال. ف 20 ثانيه ممكن واحد يحكي فيها جملتين الى 3. اوكي، طيب ما دام يعني كثير سالتوا عن الاشياء اللي فيها تقييم، خلينا نشوف الديسكريبتور. اوكي، هاي الديسكريبتور. تمام، كيف العلامه بتنحط، على اي اساس، كيف انا بجيب 5، كيف بجيب 6، كيف بجيب 7. اوكي تمام. هلا عندي 4 كرايتيريا بيتم التقييم عليها: الفلونسي اند كوهيرنس، واللكسيكال ريسورس، والجراماتيكال رينج اند اكيورسي، والبرونانسيشن. اوكي تمام. شو الفرق بينهم، ومتى الواحد بيجيب 5، متى بيجيب 6، متى بيجيب 7؟ بالنسبه للفلونسي والكوهيرنس لاحظ حنركز على ال3 نقاط هاي لانه معظم الطلاب علاماتهم فيها اللي هي ال5 وال6 وال7. اوكي، في ال5 في الفلونسي usually maintain flow of speech but uses repetition. عندي مشكله في الريبيتيشن. self correction and or slow speech to keep going. يعني ما بيقدر يحكي الا بالهيزيتيشن، الا yes oh I live in apart house زي هيك. شفتوا علي كيف؟ هذا بياخذ 5. اوكي، may overuse certain connectives. تمام، الادوات الرابط اللينكينج وورد بستخدم كلمه بكررها كثير، يعني ما في عنده الا and. اوكي، ما بحكي moreover furthermore in addition as well. هاي اللينكينج ووردز تبعت مثلا الاديشن. اوكي، او لما يحكي بدي يعطي مثلا another idea. اوكي، an opposite idea بحكي but مثلا ما بستخدم مثلا however. اوكي، although مثلا and so on. اوكي، شو الفرق بين ال5؟ عندي 6 is willing to speak at length though may lose coherence at times due occasional repetition, self-correction or hesitation. في 5 ما بيقدر يحكي إلا بالهيزيتيشن. I live in زي هيك. تمام، هذا 5. ال6 لا بيحكي بس الهيزيتيشن عنده يعني in some cases occasional. اوكي، يعني احيانا. تمام، احيانا في عندي hesitation. اوكي، I live in apartment. My apartment is in the upper floor and it's a spacious one. اوكي، في hesitation. اوكي، 7 اذا بنلاحظ ما فيش تقريبا hesitation. speaks at length without noticeable effort or loss of coherence. اوكي تمام. may demonstrate language related hesitation at times، يعني في حالات قليله بس. تمام، مو زي الستة occasional يعني متكرر اكثر من مره. one times. اوكي، or some repetition some. اوكي، use range of connectives and discourses. ما بحكي بس مثلا but او and مره بحكي but، مره بحكي however، مره بحكي مثلا otherwise مثلا في نقطه ثانيه in contrast in comparison وهكذا. تمام، ف هاي الخانه الاولى. تمام، عرفنا كيف ممكن الواحد بياخذ 5 بياخذ 6 بياخذ 7 في الفلونسي اند كوهيرنس. تمام. اوكي، النقطه الثانيه اللي هي الليكسيكال ريسورس. تمام، الكلمات المستخدمه في ال5. تمام، علامه 5 manages to talk about familiar topic but uses vocabulary with limited flexibility. تمام، يعني الكلمات اللي بيستخدمها كلمات محدودة، عادة بيستخدم الكلمات السيمبل. تمام. attempts to use paraphrase but with mixed success، بيحاول انه يعمل paraphrasing للاسئله اللي بتنحكى، بس ما بيعبر، ما بيختار كلمه صحيحه. ففي الليكسيكال ريسورس بياخذ 5. في علامه 6 هي has a wide enough vocabulary to discuss topics at length. Okay, but he make meaning clear in spite of inappropriateness. Okay، يعني في احيانا بعض الكلمات اللي بيستخدمها مش مناسبه. تمام. اوكي. generally paraphrase successfully. generally بشكل عام، يعني نحكي مثلا من 10 جمل 7 جمل مثلا اعملهم paraphrasing صح. اوكي. في نقطة 7 use vocabulary resource flexibly to discuss a variety of topics. تمام. flexible. اوكي. ما فيش عندي in appropriateness. اوكي، زي نقطة 6. وفي نقطة ثانية he use less common and idiomatic vocabularies. تمام. لحظة، اللي سألتني عن الايديومز. اوكي، حلو. هاي الايديومز هون تاخذ علامة عالية، تاخذ 7 إذا استخدمت الايديوماتيك، تاخذ 7 في الليكسيكال ريسورس. اوكي، تمام. with some awareness of style and collocation. فإذا استخدمت less common words، كلمات مش شائعة، أقل شيوع، يعني مش زي الكلمات السمبل الشائعة زي good وباد وthing وزي إيه، لا less common. أوكي. في كلمات ممكن تكون مثلا بدل ما تحكي I go to work مثلا تحكي I commute to work مثلا. تمام. هاي less common وcollocation تعتبر. اوكي. فهاي بتوصلني للسبعه. مثلا بتحكي I live in a large city. تمام. لا I live in a metropolitan city مثلا. تمام. هاي كلمه less common، مش شائعه. تمام. ممكن تستخدم idiomatic vocabulary او idiomatic speech.
but
مثلا
دكتور
ايوه مثلا تحكي well the more you know about the past the more prepared you are for the future مثلا. تمام. هاي idiomatic. اوكي. تمام. فالايديوماتيك less common بتوصلك للسبعه. اوكي. and you use paraphrases effectively. تمام. لما تسالك مثلا do you like swimming. تمام. بدل ما احكي لها I like swimming، انت لما تجاوب I like swimming انت في الخمسه او في السته. اوكي. تمام. بس لما تحكي مثلا تحكي شيء ثاني، تحكي والله I am fond of swimming. تمام. كويس. هي استخدمت less common واستخدمت paraphrase effectively. I am keen on swimming. I am into swimming. اوكي. تمام. فانت في خانه السبعه، مو في خانه السته. لما تجاوب اجابات بسيطه I like swimming. اوكي. زي هيك. في اظن حدا كان رافع ايده.
yes doctor
تفضلي اميره.
just I want to ask, you said like we can use the word metropolitan instead of large,
Yes.
but I think metropolitan has to do with the mixed of people from different races and from different countries, not about a large
It's
city.
a metropolitan.
Metropolitan, yeah.
Metropolitan city.
Yeah.
You mean the precise meaning of this word?
Yeah, the precise meaning of this word, I think it has to do with like a city like New York or Paris, not like Amman.
Well, I'm not sure of that, but the thing that in 2008, okay, I took a preparation course for IELTS in speaking, and the instructor was an American. Okay, she was an American, and she said she described Amman as a metropolitan city. تمام. يعني انا اخذت في 2008 متذكر اخذت كورس، وحتى هي لما حكت لنا عن عمان حكت لنا this is a metropolitan city. هي حكت لنا سمت لنا metropolitan. So the precise meaning، المعنى الدقيق كثير كثير بدي اعمل عليه تشيك. تمام. بس انا ماخذها من واحد نيتيف، يعني مش انه. تمام. اوكي. So I will check it. Okay.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you أمير. Okay. فهاي بالنسبه اوكي، بالنسبه لللكسيكال ريسورس and الجراماتيكال. تمام. اذا استخدمت بس basic sentences، اوكي، simple، بس just simple sentences، اوكي، او limited range او complex structure. complex structure لما تكون جمل انت بتربط جملتين، واحده independent واحده dependent تربطها بادوات الربط اللي هي when where why because of despite of which الى اخره. but there is usually contain or معظم المحاولاتك في انك تستخدم complex structure كانت with errors راح تاخذ 5. اوكي. اذا استخدمت mix of simple and complex structure اوكي يعني عندك مثلا استخدمت جملتين simple جملتين structure اوكي but with limited flexibility تمام مش قدره كبيره على ما فيش مرونه عاليه اوكي and you make frequent mistakes with complex structure okay you will get 6. if you are aiming for 7 you need to use a range of complex structure with some flexibility okay and تلاحظ range of complex structure يعني ممكن استخدم جمله واحده simple وثلاثه اربعه complex okay and frequently produces error-free sentences يعني ما في اخطاء في الجمل عاده اللي انت بتحكيها okay some could there be some okay grammatical mistakes persist يعني في بعض الاخطاء البسيطه في الجرامر موجوده فانت بتاخذ 7 اوكي. اخر شيء البرونانسيشن عاده احنا هون في الاردن على البرونانسيشن بشكل عام الى حد ما جيد فعادة بتدور العلامه تقريبا حوالين 6. لاحظ انه هون 5 و7 ما فيش لهم يعني description خاص فيهم علامه 5 وعلامه 7. علامه 5 تمام انت اظهرت كل شيء متعلق بعلامه 4 وبعض الفيتشرز تبعت علامه 6 تمام. فمثلا في علامه 4 uses limited range of pronunciation features attempt to control features but lapses are frequent mispronunciation are frequent and cause some difficulty for the listener. البرونانسيشن معناه انت to pronounce the words correctly اوكي تنطق الكلمه بشكل صحيح don't mix this word with other words تمام. ما تحكيش مثلا عندي كلمه مثلا accept ما تحكيش accept تمام تحكي accept مثلا تمام. بدك تيجي تحكي soup ما تحكيش soap اوكي تمام. هي المقصود في البرونانسيشن مش المقصود فيه انه to have American or British accent مش مطلوب مش الفكره مش في الاكسنت الفكره انك تنطق الكلمات بنطق صحيح تمام. الفكره انه ما يكونش في تاثير your native language okay on the way that you pronounce the English word وهذا بشكل عام مش كثير موجود عندنا تمام. احنا في الاردن هو مش موجود بس مثلا في مصر مثلا في الهند الفيرست لانجوج لها تاثير كبير على طريقه النطق تمام. اسمع المصريين كيف بيحكوا مثلا انجلش طبعا مع الاحترام الشديد لكل المصريين اذا حدا معنا من مصر حيا الله تمام. مثلا ممكن تحكي once upon the time تمام اوكي اي زي هيك تمام. او this issue is about something like this تمام. فهذا بضرب عندك البرونانسيشن اوكي. او بتشوف مثلا الهنود الى حد ما كيف بيتكلموا تمام. فعندي انا الستة use a range of pronunciation features with mixed control تمام. بيعرف مثلا يعبر لما يتكلم عن مثلا happiness او sadness بيعرف كيف يطلع بنبره الصوت ينزل بنبره الصوت اوكي. الانتونيشنز وين بيشد على الكلمه تمام في بدايتها في اخرها. show some effective use of features but this is not sustained okay can generally be understood throughout. some في عنده mispronunciation of some words يعني بدل مثلا بيحكي about تمام. يعني هاي ممكن تكون هاي الاخطاء بتحصرها في علامه الستة. علامه الثمانية علامه السبعه انه كل الاشياء الفيتشرز تبعت الستة متحققه وبعض الفيتشرز تبعت الثمانية. زي عندي uses wide range of pronunciation features sustain flexible okay use features with only occasional lapse. It is easy to understand throughout. L1 يعني المother language اوكي. accent has minimal effect on intelligibility اوكي. اللغه الام تقريبا مش يعني ما لها اثر على النطق تمام. النطق تقريبا بيكون الى حد ما انجلش واضح تمام. فهاي اذا حقق كل نقاط الستة وبعض نقاط الثمانية بياخذ 7 اوكي. so this is the band descriptor guys اوكي. احنا عشان نكسب في is there any question في any question guys. العلامه كيف تنحط مثلا اذا جبت 6 6 7 7 بتاخذ 6 ونص. اذا جبت 6 6 6 بتاخذ 6. اذا جبت مثلا طبعا هون ما فيش انصاص في الباند ديسكريبتور بس بتاخذ علامه كامله النص في الاوفر اول سكور فور ذيس سكيل اوكي تمام. اذا جبت 7 7 7 6 بتاخذ 6 ونص، يعني 3 سبعات و6 بتاخذ 6 ونص. ف be careful guys with this one. اوكي تمام. خلينا نروح نحكي this is all about part 1 and the band descriptor. هاي تكلمنا عن part 1 وعن الباند descriptor. تمام. خلونا نروح على part 2. part 2 اوكي. part 2 you are expected to be given a cue card like this one. شايفين هاي الكيو كارد اللي قدامنا؟ تمام. اوكي. بيعطيك الاكزامينر كيو كارد زي هاي، بيحكي لك talk about this topic from 1 to 2 minutes. اوكي. لازم تحكي الى تقريبا الى دقيقتين. اوكي. describe something you own which is very important to you. You should say where you got it from, how long you have had it, and what you use it for, and explain why it is important to you. Okay. تمام. ليش هذا important to you. اوكي. فالنقاط بدك تتكلم في البارت 2 بحيث لازم تغطي برضه ال3 او ال4 bullet points هذول، لازم تغطي ال4 bullet points هذول. فتقريبا راح تتكلم لمده دقيقتين. اوكي. و don't worry the examiner will stop you when the 2 minutes are up. لما تخلص المينتس 2 minutes هو راح يوقفك الاكزامينر. قبل ما يبدا راح يعطيك ورقه وقلم. تمام. ويطلب منك انك بيعطيك دقيقه تو بريبير. لما تيجي تعمل بريبريشن تمام اكتب بس يعني الكي وورد. اوكي. اول شيء لازم تعمله تو انسر ذا كويستشن. اول نقطه اسرع شيء لازم تعمله انك تجاوب، تحدد عن ايش بدك تحكي الموضوع. تمام. لازم تكون عارف عن ايش بدك تحكي. فديسكرايب something you own which is very important to you. ممكن احكي ماي موبايل فون مثلا. تمام. هذا اللي بدي احكي عنه. اوكي. where you got it from ممكن اكتب كلمتين. اوكي. مثلا mobile phone store near my مثلا near my home. اوكي. how long you have had it. اوكي. مثلا بكتب 2016 مثلا، وانا بعرف انه لما اجي اعبر والله I have been had it since مثلا اوكي 2016 او for years. اوكي. what you use it for بحكي مثلا بحط نقطتين او ثلاث هيك سريعات مثلا communication مثلا games مثلا. تمام. شو في اشياء الواحد يستخدم a lot of يعني there is a lot of apps for maybe booking for مثلا pay some bills or and so why is it important to you. okay because it's very beneficial. مثلا بكتب تمام and I have a lot of information saved there, and if I lost it I will lose a lot of my maybe most of my contact numbers. okay and this will etc. تمام. فبدك تحكي لمدة تقريبا دقيقتين. okay this is the second part. طبعا في عندنا امثله كثير يعني. تمام. راح ناخذ هلا مثال سريع عليها مع يعني تيست سريع. اوكي. this is about this is the part 2 guys. هذا البارت 2 في الاكزامر. تمام. مده في السبيكينج تيست مدته من 3 الى 4 دقائق. البارت 3 في any ask about any question about part 2 guys. اي سؤال عن البارت 2؟ اوكي. What about part 3 guys? شو بالنسبة للبارت 3؟ part 3 you will be asked about a general topic that is related or connected okay to part 2. يعني مثلا في البارت 2 تكلمنا عن شيء you own. okay ف you are expected to have something about possessions. okay ممكن عن الملكية. تمام. okay فممكن يسألك أشياء عن الأشياء اللي الناس بتملكها. تمام. اوكي. بالنسبة البارت 3 شو أنواع الأسئلة المتوقعة عندي عادة 3 common questions. تمام. فلازم نتعلم كيف نجاوب على الثلاث أنواع من الأسئلة هاي في البارت 3 لأنه هدول 3 common most common questions. okay أو types of questions. compare and contrast. okay and give your opinion and imagine. compare and contrast بتقارن وجوه الشبه والاختلاف. تمام. maybe between something in the past and something in the present. شيء عن الماضي وشيء في الوقت المعاصر. or between two different something in the present. okay شيئين مختلفين في الوقت المعاصر. ف you have to know how to describe or to compare between two things in the past and the present. okay maybe one good way okay to do this is by saying مثلا لما تيجي تحكي عن past if you want to talk about past you can say Well, I used to, okay? I used to have, he used to, okay? So this is a good way to talk about the past, okay? However, at present I something, okay? تمام؟ فمثلا تمام لما اعمل compare مثلا في نص الجمله بحكي in comparison to او compared to, okay? For giving your opinion, you can say from my perspective, okay? In my view, don't just say every time I think, I think, I think, I think, I think. Repetition will make you lose some marks, okay? So try to say, I think, I believe, okay? Well, in my opinion, as I see it, from my perspective, okay? Yeah, you need to use a variety of phrases, okay? Imagine you would be asked about the future, okay? توقع انك تسأل عن المستقبل, okay? Do you think your city will be less or more crowded in the future? شو رأيك مدينتك راح تكون أقل ولا أكثر ازدحاما? So you need to use vocabs that reflect future in your answer. Like مثلا ممكن تحكي well, I expect that, okay? I imagine, okay? I predict, I anticipate something about the future, okay? So these are the three common types of questions in part 3. Okay guys, تمام؟ فالواحد بده يتدرب على هدول الثلاث انواع. الان is there any question guys؟ في اي سؤال؟
No, there is.
اوكي في سؤال اميره؟
No. Just I want to say no. There is no question.
اوكي ثانك يو. تمام. طيب نشوف مثلا شو يعني ليش احنا حكينا كتاب مكار بالذات انه افضل كتاب ندرس فيه ندرس عنه. يعني كتاب مكار، طبعا مكار هي واحده اسمها كيران مكار، اظن كيران بريت مكار، هنديه. تمام اوكي. كتابها ما بعرف يعني كثير الاكزامنرز بيحبوه بيجيبوا منه اسئله، فهو يمكن اكثر كتاب مشهور للدراسه. تمام. الكتاب الجزء الاول فيه تمام بيبدا بالبارت 2 والبارت 3. البارت 2 اللي هو الكيو كارد that you need to talk about for 1 to 2 minutes، اللي المطلوب منك تحكي عنه من دقيقة إلى دقيقتين. أنا بفضل إنك لما تبلش الدراسة تبلش من البارت 1، وبالذات تتقن اللي هم the first 3 topics، أول 3 مواضيع. تمام. اللي هو your study or work, your home and your hometown. 3 مواضيع هاي لازم تتقنهم، لأنه هدول أول شيء راح تنسأل عنهم. واظن اي ماتيريال اي كتاب انت بتفتحه عن الايلتس سبيكينج راح تلاقي اول 3 مواضيع فيه هم هدول الثلاث. تمام. لانه هم هدول الثلاث اللي عاده بيفتتحوا فيهم الكتاب. يعني هون عندي مثلا من صفحه 179 تمام عند الانترودكشن. تمام. بعدين شوف اول شيء راح يبلش معك الورك اور ستدي دائما. اوكي تمام. وعندك مجموعه من الاسئله، فممكن انت ايش بتقرا السؤال بتجاوبه. ما عنديش ممكن هو بيعطيك موديل انسر. اوكي ما عنديش موديل انسر، ممكن انا اكتب على جوجل اشوف شو موديل انسر عندي، بيكون بيطلع عندي. تمام. ممكن انا اعبر ب اخذ موديل انسر. تمام. بس اعبر باخذ الكلمه اللي انا بدي اياها وبستخدمها. تمام. يعني ممكن موديل انسر مثلا بيحكي لك I live in a small flat. اوكي بس انا live مثلا انا عايش في فلات كبيره. اوكي فممكن مثلا اجي على الجوجل مثلا تمام واكتب تمام اذا انا بدي اتكلم how مثلا to describe a flat. تمام اوكي بشوف شو عندي شو ال شو المصطلحات اللي ممكن هو يستخدمها. تمام. فممكن استخدم شيء من هاي المصطلحات. اوكي تمام. مره على مره، كلمه على كلمه، تمرين على تمرين. يعني السبيكينج بالذات تقريبا الاستراتيجيز فيه قليل. يعني 90% من السبيكينج عباره عن ممارسه. قد ما بتحرك لسانك قد ما بتجيب علامه. اوكي تمام. فممكن اشوف مثلا شو استخدم ماي فلات از situated. كلمه situated مثلا موقعها مكانها. اوكي on the fourth floor of a block of flats مثلا. تمام. block of flats عماره من شقق مثلا. اوكي it has a spacious. كلمه spacious حلوه عشان اوصف الرومز انها واسعه. مثلا a bedroom with a large balcony. هاي كلمه balcony مثلا بالكوني اذا بدي اتكلم and so on. اوكي فانا ممكن يعني اختار الكلمات اللي انا بدي اياها، اعمل عليها سيرشنج اذا ما لقيت عندي الموديل انسر. اوكي الكتاب هاي الكتاب ببعث لكم اياه. الكتاب بسيطه. اوكي هبعث لكم الكتابين، كتاب مكار والكتاب الثاني. اوكي مكار بوك. اوكي ببعث لكم كتاب مكار يا آية، والكتاب الثاني اللي هو كتاب آدم سميث. اوكي تمام. لانه احيانا في بعض الاجابات بتكون بيرسونال، بالذات في البارت 1. في البارت 1 معظم الاجابات بتكون بيرسونال، لانه سؤال بيرسونال، فممكن اجابتك انت ما، خليني احكي، احيانا ما يحطلكاش موديل انسر. زي هون مثلا what work do you do، كتب لك بيرسونال انسر مع نفسك يعني انت شو بتشتغل، جاوب وبدبر حالك. اوكي مثلا why did you choose to do this type of work. تمام. ف مثلا عندي I choose that work because I was interested in it مثلا. تمام. لاحظ انه الجواب هون بس only one sentence. في الامتحان ممكن تحط، ينطلب منك تكتب 2 sentences or 3 sentences. Do you like your job? Okay, yes I like it, it's very interested. Okay and so on. Okay. طيب خليني اشوف هلا بقدر ابعت الكتاب كنسخه. يعني هي عندي كتاب مكار، هل بقدر ابعته؟ لا ما بقدر ابعته نسخه ورقيه. ببعث لكم رابط. تمام ببعث لكم رابط على الكتاب. اوكي ما دام مستعجلين ما بدكم تصبروا على اخر المحاضره. ها اوكي هاي كتاب مكار وهي كتاب ادم سميث. اوكي كوبي. اوكي هذا الرابط، اول رابط هي اجاكم، هذا الكتاب مكار. اوكي سوري. اوكي هذا الرابط لكتاب مكار. اوكي وهذا الرابط للكتاب الثاني اللي حكينا عنه فيه، اللي هو how to develop your answer، اللي هو كتاب آدم سميث. اوكي guys got it guys. تمام طلع عندكم. اوكي فانا بحاول اني ايش اعمل، اطور ماي انسرز. اوكي بعدين راح يحكي عن الهوم اكوموديشن، بعدين راح يحكي عن الهوم تاون، الشيء الطبيعي. تمام بعدين تجيك مواضيع مختلفه. تمام نيو يير مثلا، feel happy، trees، اوكي decoration، anything farming، اوكي furniture. اوكي يعني لاحظ كم موضوع تقريبا عندي تقريبا هاي 133، يعني ممكن اكثر، 138 موضوع عندي. 138. okay but if you practice a lot, if you do a lot of practicing, 138 okay topic you have answered each topic 5 6 7 8 answers. okay you will be flexible, you can discuss anything, almost anything, if the topic is not in this book. okay حتى لو ما مر عليك التوبيك، لانه انت بتصير عندك كميه مفردات، كميه كلمات بتقدر انت تعبر عن اللي انت بدك اياه او الفكره اللي بدك اياها. Okay guys this is the topic or the topics for part 1. بعدين بيجيني برجع لأول كتاب للtopics for part 2 and part 3. فراح تلاحظ عندي مثلا عندي تقريبا من صفحة 10 أظن describe your first day at school، وعندك 3 points bullet points to cover. okay بدك تغطيهم. بعدين عندي part 3 follow up questions. ممكن يجيك مثلا do you think students can be، هذا البارت 3 اللي الفولو اب questions بعد الكيو كارد اللي بتجيك. okay do you think students should be taken to school by their parents or should children rely on their parents. okay how can children become more independent, what is the effect if parents interfere with children's life too much. okay and so on. So when I answer a lot of questions I will get a higher, as much as you train guys you will get a high score. okay as high score you're gonna get. okay قد ما بتعملوا تمارين قد ما انتوا بتتفوقوا في الامتحان. اوكي any question guys. راح نعمل هلا امتحان سريع. تفضلي اميره في سؤال.
Yes, doctor.
تفضلي.
Yesterday I worked on the first topic in her book, Makar's book, about describe your first day at your school. And I think like instead of memorizing her sentence, we can make use of her ideas and create our own details, you know. This is what I was talking about. Like we can like use her ideas instead of specific words, like, you know.
Yeah, this is the best way to study or to practice. Yeah, this is the best way. Do not memorize. Okay. Yeah, do not memorize specific ideas. Okay, because or don't say memorize answers, because the examiner is well trained to detect this kind of answers. So the thing that you are doing is the best. Okay, so I just I look or I take or maybe I get some ideas. Okay, then I express okay these ideas in my own words. This is the best thing to do. هذا أحسن شيء ممكن الواحد يعمله. باخذ الفكرة بس بعبر عن الفكرة بكلماتي أنا الخاصة. تمام؟ أوكي. That's great. Yeah, that's the best أميرة. Yeah. تفضل عصام.
دكتور يعطيك العافيه.
الله يعافيك الله يسلمك.
دكتور في بعض التكنيكس مثلا في البارت 2 ما بعرف في البارت 2 ولا ايش، بعض التيتشرز بيحكوا مثلا حط مثلا قسمهم صنفهم مثلا اوبجكت بليس بيرسون كذا، واكتب كل مثلا كل ادجكتيف مثلا تبعت البليس مثلا او تبعت البيرسون او تبعت بدك اياه زي هيك، وبتقدر يعني تصيغ اللي بدك اياه بيور اون ووردز. شو رايك بالطريقه هاي؟
كيف انا مش يعني انت
يعني مثلا البيرسون مثلا اكتب مثلا انه هارد وركر بريليانت جينيوس، مثلا اذا جاي موضوع عن شخص اوصف شخص مثلا بتعرفه مثلا بتبلش تتذكر الكلمات اللي كتبتها مثلا على جانب عن البيرسون هذا.
طيب
واذا تذكرته في الامتحان بتقدر تصيغ اللي بدك اياه بجمل. عرفت كيف؟
انا يعني بالضبط مش فاهم عليك يعني
مثلا اذا انا قسمت المواضيع مثلا هل هو اوبجكت ولا بيرسون ولا بليس ولا كذا، بقسمهم هيك تقسيمات، وكل قسم تحتيه مثلا ادجكتيف معين، صفات معينه.
اتذكر مثلا adjectives يعني عشان اتكلم عن
adjectives معين. بالضبط
اتكلم عن هذا البيرسون. ممكن يعني ممكن بس يعني
مثلا ايوه
يعني هاي نقطة يعني ممكن نقطة جزئية في البارت 2، لأنه البارت يعني في البارت 2 راح يجيك ثلاث نقاط بدك تغطيهم. تمام؟ اوكي، فأنت بدك تجاوب عن الأسئلة. تمام؟ إذا ما سألك عنه describe، يعني أنت يعني هاي الشغلة مثلا ممكن تسألك عن إنسان مثلا، تمام؟ أو شخص well he is a wonderful person. طيب وبعدين يعني بحاول أفكر كيف بدك يعني حكيت he's a wonderful person. بعدين
like you have to explain why he is wonderful.
maybe yeah I will give a reason. okay or example. تمام؟ فاحنا حكينا في بدايه المحاضره انه اي ممكن انا اطور اني احكي feeling، احكي reason، احكي example، احكي contrast opinion، contrast detail. تمام؟ احكي مثلا frequent شيء زي هيك. فهي الاشياء اللي بتساعدني اني اعمل developing for my answer. but your idea is good. okay، يعني بتعطيني نقطه مثلا انه كيف مثلا يعني استخدم advanced word to describe a person. it's good. okay. But if you want to develop your answer, okay, you need to give a reason, example, feeling, contrast opinion, contrast feeling. If you want to talk about maybe mention something about the past, about the present, about the future, a frequent, something like this. Okay, so maybe 9 ideas that we have been talking about or have talked about. Okay, at the beginning of this lecture. في 9 أشياء. ما بعرف كنت موجود أول المحاضرة عصام؟
لا والله ما كنت موجود للاسف.
في باش لحقت حكينا عن 9 أشياء ممكن نستخدمها عشان نطور.
لا والله ما كنت موجود.
فخلص ببعث لك اياها.
حبيبي
الله يسعدك.
مشكور.
ف اعطيكم مثال. يعني مثلا في عندي انا كان عندي طالبه حكت انه انا استفدت مثلا تكنيك انه اتكلم في الباست والبريزنت والفيوتشر. طيب قلنا لها ممتاز كويس. فهي خلاص بدها تطبق هذا التكنيك على كل شيء. فالسؤال اللي اجاها انه describe a device that you wish to own. اوكي، تمام؟ يعني احكي عن ديفايس انت بتتمني انك تمتلكيه. فهي تكلمت عن الباست. اوكي، she had an iPhone or a Nokia او موتوريلا او شيء زي زمان. بعدين تكلمت عن البريزنت. اوكي، she now has an iPhone. اوكي، خلصوا الدقيقتين ولسه ما حكيت عن الفيوتشر. تمام؟ فاحنا بدنا يعني ما جاوبت السؤال. فالفكره انه مش يعني ما تمسكش في وان تكنيك. اوكي، لازم تكون تجرب ال9 نقاط. اوكي، لانه ممكن يجيك سؤال مش على الباست والبريزنت، يجيك شيء عن الفيوتشر. تمام؟ فلازم تكون عندك مهاره كمان تتكلم عن الفيوتشر. طيب احنا عشان الوقت سرقنا، تمام، خلينا ناخذ هيك نحكي لكم انه نحطكم في جو الامتحان. اوكي كويس، خلينا نحطكم في جو الامتحان في هالثلث ساعه اللي ضايله. اوكي اوكي الآن الامتحان كالتالي. أنت بتدخل على القاعة، تمام؟ أوكي، الاكزامينر، أوكي، تجلس أمام الاكزامينر راح يحكي الأشياء التالية. أول شيء، أوكي، طبعا ما تنسى تاخذ الاي دي تبعتك اللي أنت سجلت فيها، سواء كانت جواز سفر أو هوية. أوكي. This is the speaking test of the International English Language Testing System taking place on بيحكي الديت، أوكي، at the بيحكي البليس، أوكي، testing أو center number JO something. The candidate is your name, okay, Muhammad, for example, and the candidate number is something, okay. The examiner is, he's gonna or she's gonna say her name or his name, and the examiner number is maybe 12355, and then he will say good afternoon or good evening or good morning, okay, and you say good morning, okay. Can you tell me your full name, please? Tell him your full name. My full name is 1 2 3 4, okay. أعطيه الأربع مقاطع. And where are you from? This is not a question. You will not be assessed on this question. يعني ما راح يحاسبك على هذا السؤال. Okay. Where are you from? Just to know where are you from. Okay. From this city or from another country or where. ما ممكن تحكي بس I'm from عمان بكفي. Okay. Thank you. May I see your identification please. Okay. بتعطيه هويتك جواز سفرك بشيء. الآن ببلش الامتحان. Okay. Now part 1. Okay. Now in this first part I would like to ask you some questions about yourself. Okay. Are you ready? بعدين إيش بروح بيسألك السؤال الأول. تمام؟ نجرب هيك في حدا. اوكي. نجرب نسأله سؤال عن واحد من الثلاث اشياء، الهوم او الهوم تاون او الورك اور ستدي. اوكي. What do you think guys? في حدا نسأله؟ نجرب مثلا سؤال واحد بس، مش اكثر من هيك يعني. Anyone guys? أي واحد؟ Anyone? Okay, Amira. Okay, thank you, Amira. Okay. This is the speaking test of the International English Language Testing System, taking place on Saturday, the 13th of March at the British Council Testing Center, center number GO211. The candidate is Amira, and the candidate number is 003400. The examiner is Anas, and the examiner number is 12355. Good evening.
Good evening.
Can you tell me your full name, please?
My full name is Amira Hassan Ali.
And where are you from, Amira?
I'm from Amman.
Okay, thank you. May I see your identification, please?
Of course.
Okay, thank you. Okay, now in this first part, I would like to ask you some questions about yourself. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. Where do you live in your country?
I live in Amman, the capital city of Jordan. It is a wonderful city. The most impressive thing in Amman is its infrastructure. It has a lots of gardens, courts, and universities.
Okay, thank you. Is it an interesting place to live?
Of course, it is an interesting place to live because you can spend your time beautifully here. We have a lot of events to participate in. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Tamam. Thank you, Amira. Thank you for your participation. Okay. Anyone else? Anyone else, guys? أي واحد تاني؟ في حد تاني كمان حاب يجرب؟ Anyone? Batul?
Okay.
Okay, Batul. This is the speaking test of the International English Language Testing System, taking place on Saturday, the 13th of March at British Council Testing Center, center number J0211. The candidate is Batul, and the candidate number is 0003400. The examiner is Anas, and the examiner number is 1234. Good evening.
Good evening.
Can you tell me your full name, please?
My name is Batul Hassan Rashid.
Okay, you can say my full name is, but it's okay. Okay, and where are you from, Batul?
I'm from Irbid, Al-Ramtha.
Okay, thank you. May I see your identification, please?
Yes,
Here it
yes,
is.
you
Okay.
can.
ممكن تحكي لي here it is. Okay.
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 Yes,
Uh,
okay, here it is.
okay. Okay. Now, in this first part, I would like to ask you some questions about yourself. Are you ready?
Okay. Yes, I'm
Okay.
ready.
First of all, can you tell me about your hometown?
Yes. First, I live in a small village called Al-Ramtha. It is in the north of Jordan. As a town, as a small town, it is away from noise. It's located in the suburbs of Irbid, and just like
Thank you. What kind of jobs do the people in your hometown do?
okay, most of people work don't work in a companies like in Amman, but usually they work in a small institution. Also, they work in they work in agriculture fields and so on.
Okay. Thank you, Batul. Thank you. So maybe بعد ما يخلص في anyone else? Thank you. Thank you, Batul. Thank you. Anyone else, guys? أي حدا تاني؟
Okay.
Okay, Lubna.
Yes.
Okay. This is the speaking test of the International English Language Testing System, taking place on Saturday, the 13th of March at the British Council Testing Center. Center number J0211. The candidate is Lubna, and the candidate number is 003100. The examiner is Anas, and the examiner number is 1234. Good evening.
Good evening.
Can you tell me your full name, please?
My full name is Lubna Muhammad Ahmed.
And where are you from?
I'm from Jordan, Amman.
Okay, thank you. May I see your identification, please?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Now, in the first part, I would like to ask you some questions about yourself, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so first of all, what is your country famous for?
My country famous area, I think it's the ancient parts, at Batra, and also the downtown in the capital cities of Jordan, located mainly in Amman. And also we have a wonderful traditional areas in the south of Jordan.
Thank you, thank you. Are you planning to live there in the future?
I'm already live there for a long time, and also I plan to live there for for a long period.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much, Lubna.
Thank you.
Okay. So let's move to part 2, guys. What do you think? Okay, خلونا نروح على part 2. Okay. In part 2, okay, the examiner will start saying, that is the end of part 1. Now I'm gonna give you a topic and I would like you to talk about it for 1 to 2 minutes, okay? Before you talk, you're gonna have 1 minute to think about what you are going to say. Can you make, you can make notes if you wish. Do you understand? You can say, yes, I understand. Thank you. Here is some paper and a pencil for making notes. And here is your topic. Let me share a topic with you guys. Okay, this is our topic for part 2. speaking session. Okay, guys? تمام? Okay. So, and then he will give you 1 minute. Then he will give you this, or he's gonna say this little sentence. Remember, you will have 1 to 2 minutes to talk. So don't worry if I stop you. I'm gonna tell you when the time is up. You may start talking now. Okay, guys? So let's see who wants. Okay, who wants? I will give you guys. I will give you 1 minute for preparation. Okay. So your 1 minute of preparation starts now. Okay. Then I want, okay, maybe I will hear the answer from, I will hear Lama and then Amira. Okay, come on.
Hello.
Yes. Are you ready, Lama, or you want maybe some time for preparation?
I know, I'm ready.
You are ready? Okay. Yeah. So wait. Okay. So that's the end of part 1. Now I'm gonna give you a topic, and I would like you to talk about it for 1 to 2 minutes. Before you talk, you're gonna have 1 minute to think about what you are going to say. You can make notes if you wish. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay. Here's some paper and a pencil for making notes. And here's the topic. I would like you to describe a famous food from your hometown or country. Okay. Now you have 1 minute for preparation. Okay. أخذت 1 minute?
Yes.
Okay. So your 1 minute for preparation is up. Remember, you will have 1 to 2 minutes to talk. So don't worry if I stop you. I'm gonna tell you when the time is up. Okay. Just let me. Okay. 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 You may start talking now.
Our famous food in Jordan is mansaf. Mansaf looks like a rice. Above it, there is a lot of meat. And beside it, there is a soup from yogurt, cooked yogurt. The taste is very delicious, usually eaten in sad events and happy events and weddings. It's famous, and all Jordanian people eat mansaf and love mansaf.
Okay. Okay, thank you, Lama. Okay, so we need to do some practice, also practicing to try to develop our answer. Okay, so we can speak for up to 2 minutes. Okay, but good try. Thank you.
This is the first time I talk.
Yeah, it's very good. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, كويس Lama. Yeah, so yeah, it's ordinary thing that when you speak for the first time to speak for only maybe 40 seconds or maybe 45 seconds, but you need, okay, with the practicing, you can reach up to 2 minutes. It's okay. Thank you very much. Okay, who else, guys? Amira?
Yes.
منصف برضه ولا شيء ثاني؟
Yes, mansaf. We don't have anything else.
طيب يلا نمشي. Okay, طيب. Okay, that is the end of part 1. Now I'm gonna give you a topic, and I would like you to talk about it for 1 to 2 minutes. Before you talk, you're gonna have 1 minute to think about what you are going to say. You can make notes if you wish. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Okay, here's some paper and a pencil for making notes, and here's the topic. I would like you to describe a famous food from your hometown or country. Okay. You're gonna have 1 minute for preparation. تمام أخذنا ال 1 minute.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 1 minute for preparation is up. Remember, you will have 1 to 2 minutes to talk, so don't worry if I stop you. I'm gonna tell you when the time is up. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, let me just, okay, you may start talking now.
Okay, the most famous dish or meal in Jordan is mansaf. It is one of the traditional meal that is easy to make. Mansaf's ingredients are rice, meat, and a special kind of a dry yogurt. One of the reasons behind Mansaf's popularity is that it is a way to show your generosity and it can be prepared for a large number of people. Usually Jordanians eat mansaf on Friday, and it can be prepared or presented in many social events such as weddings. Mansaf ingredients are and recipes have been changed throughout history. The original vision of Mansaf's recipe didn't have rice. It was only meat and cooked meat with yogurt, and then they were added to thin bread. The modern recipe of mansaf has or contains nuts, and it might be cooked with chicken. Mansaf originally is created by tribal people, and it is popular within a tribal society because all the ingredients are made by them, and they are produced by them. Yeah.
Okay, thank you,
I
Amira.
want to add something
yes,
like
yes, please.
it tastes soury, but sometimes salty. It depends on the sort of yogurt that they use. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, thank you. Very good, and well developed answer. Thank you very much, Amira.
You are most welcome.
يا إجابتك ممتازة وديفلوبد وتمام. Okay, تمام. Thank you. What about نشوف ال comments. What do you think, Aya? Give it a try for 30 seconds, maybe. It's okay if you want to talk about Mansaf as well, no problem. Okay.
أجرب.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Wait a minute. Okay.
قبل ما نبلش رح أحكي إنه أنا بعمري ما حكيت فما بعرف شو رح يطلع معي.
Yeah, it's okay. Anything you say. It's the first session of speaking, first time. So it's okay. Just speak for 30 seconds. It's okay. No problem. Okay. Tamam. So okay. That's the end of part 1. Okay. Now I'm gonna give you a topic, and I would like you to talk about it for 1 to 2 minutes. Before you talk, you're gonna have 1 minute to think about what you are going to say. You can make notes if you wish. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay, great. Here's some paper and pencil for making notes, and here's that topic. Okay, I would like you to describe a famous food from your hometown or country. Okay, you're gonna have 1 minute for preparation. تمام؟ جاهزة؟
إن شاء الله بسم الله.
طيب. Okay, so remember you will have 1 to 2 minutes to talk. So don't worry if I stop you. I'm gonna tell you when the time is up. Okay, you may start talking now.
The famous food in my town. خلاص ما رح أكمل.
لا ما أعرف. طب نعرف أول شيء شو هو بعدين.
ما رح أقدر، عن جد ما رح أقدر.
It's okay. Okay. Yeah, the most famous or the most famous dish. أيوة food ماشي.
In my country is a fish.
Is a fish ماشي. Okay.
شفت ما رح أقدر خلص عن جد.
عادي. يعني شو عندك الفكرة بدك تحكيها بعديها؟ Is
يعني
okay.
أنا كنت أحكي إنه يعني عايشة بمكان فيه بحار ومحيطات، فهيك أنا بعتقد إنه مشهور. كنت حابة أحكي عن السمك.
اوكي. where is that place؟ يعني انت عملت لنا فضول يعني. بصير ولا عادي ما بدك تحكي؟
I am live in عقبة.
في العقبة. اوكي. so yeah ممكن you can say that. في اسم طيب للأكلة الفيش هاي؟
ممكن
صيادية مثلا. ممكن تحكي مثلا well, I think one of the most famous foods in my country or in my hometown is sayadiya, okay, which consists of مثلا rice and fish, okay, and cooked fish. and ممكن تحكي تتكلم شوي عن how it is prepared تمام, how it looks like والingredients تبعته تمام. okay, how it tastes like. okay, it's مثلا تحكي مثلا mouth watering تمام, تحكي او super delicious يعني زاكي كثير. okay, and so on. it's okay. يعني كل شيء زي ما نحكي انه ما في واحد بينولد بيحكي كل شيء مره واحده تمام. فجمله على جمله جمله على جمله الواحد بيبني خلينا نحكي الكلام اللي هو بده يحكيه. لقدام احنا في مشكله ما حكيناش عنها, انه في بعض الطلاب كثير منهم بيعمل translation from Arabic to English. في المرحله الاولى اتس اوكي, في البدايه انت لما تبدا لانه ما عندكش كلمات, بس يعني بس ما توصل الامتحان, ما تروح على الامتحان وانت بتعمل translation from Arabic to English. لا, لازم يكون عندك vocabularies to a limit that you can speak in English. okay, ممكن تحكي in English without translating from Arabic. تمام, بس في البدايه it's okay. تمام. thank you آية, thank you for your try. thank you. okay. في عندنا كمان comment. بتول can you give us a feedback about our attitude in speak? well, it's a short response. okay, يعني إجابة صغيرة كتير, فما يعني صعب علي إني أقيم الcoherence والlexical resource والgrammatical والى آخره. تمام. but maybe if يعني لو كان امتحان كامل ممكن يكون الشيء أسهل. okay. لبنى another question. طيب بدك سؤال ثاني؟ ماشي, ما في مشكلة. شو رأيك في okay, describe a friend. لبنى, is this a good one? describe a friend or maybe another one. شو رأيك, كويس هاد؟ طب أورجيك الأسئلة اللي عندي واختار واحد منهم. طيب.
Okay, I can speak a few about the famous food in our country.
Okay.
Can I speak about that?
Okay, of course, yeah, okay. Okay,
The
that's
same
the
question
end.
before?
Yeah, it's the same one. Okay, that's the end of part 1. I'm going to give you a topic, and I would like you to talk about it for 1 to 2 minutes. Before you talk, you're gonna have 1 minute to think about what you are going to say. You can make notes if you wish. Do you understand? Do you understand?
Yes, teacher, yes.
Yeah, okay. Here's some paper and a pencil for making notes, and here's the topic. I would like you to describe a famous food from your hometown or country. Okay. You have one minute for preparation. Okay. The 1 minute is up. Remember, you will have 1 to 2 minutes to talk, so don't worry if I stop you. I'm gonna tell you when the time is up. Okay. You may start talking now.
I want to describe a famous cuisine in our country, which is called matluba. It consists of a lot of ingredients and components. One of them is the rice, which is the most important ingredients. Another one is potato, tomatoes, and also eggplants. All these are cooked well and arranged in layers to make them in a wonderful appearance. And then we have a special special method to make it turn it up down in a large dish. So it appears as a wonderful cake pattern or a piece of cake. We can also add some other components to our dish. It tastes very well. Sometimes I like it to be salty, and we eat this type of food mainly at the weekend, and also in special occasions like in our birthday, congratulation occasions, Also, we meet our other family members, like our cousins, uncle, aunts, and so on. My grandfather
Okay.
also.
Okay, thank you. The 2 minutes, is up. Thank you, Lubna. Okay, thank you. Tamam. So this is, guys, how we do the part 2. The idea from your participation here is just to encourage you to speak. Okay, بس أنا عشان نشجعكم على الكلام. تمام. And this is a very important point. Okay, لأنه في كثير ناس حتى بيخافوا إنه مثلا إنه في البداية وأي واحد بيقدم امتحان من مكان، يعني أنا بحكي لكم في ناس natives بيقدموا الامتحان وبرضه بدخل، يعني it's يعني natural to feel a little bit afraid or a little bit stressed. Okay, while doing the test. عادي جدا إنه الواحد يحس بشوية ارتباك أو إلى آخره أو قلق، حتى لو كان حتى النيتيفز لما يدخلوا الامتحان بيحسوا بإنه بشوية قلق. Okay, so let's move, guys. Okay, to part 3. اوكي، نجرب نكمل في البارت 3، نسال كم من سؤال. اوكي، اني ها اوكي. So أنا بس question. Okay, Lubna, how is my answer? Yeah, your answer is good and it's developed. Okay, it's well developed. Yeah, it's you give a good answer. Okay, well I can't give you a score. يعني ما راح اقدر اعطيك انه علامه انه قديش جبتي. تمام، لانه لازم ارجع اشيك على الليكسيكال ريسورس واشيك على اذا في repetition، اذا في الجرامر. Okay, but the good thing is that you are able to speak for up to 2 minutes. This is a very good point. يعني هاي نقطه ممتازه كثير، نقطه جوهريه. انت بتقدري تحكي لمده دقيقتين، عندك افكار. تمام، فقضيه الفلونسي والكوهيرنس عندك راح تكون كويسه، وقضيه الليكسيكال ريسورس راح تكون كويسه. ممكن في شيء مثلا احيانا الجراماتيكال، تمام، انه بس انه الناس اللي بتحكي يعني عندها قدره انها تحكي كثير وتحكي لفتره طويله، ممكن بيكون الشيء اللي بدها بتحتاج تشتغل عليه انه تضبط الجرامر. انا يعني لازم ارجع اسمع your answer again to check it. Okay, but in general I am so happy that you are able to speak for up to 2 minutes. Yeah, thank you. Okay, في البارت 3 عندنا بيجي عندنا البارت 3. تمام، البارت 3 كالتالي، واحكي لك thank you into part 2. Then here the examiner will say the following: Can I have the booklet, the paper and the pencil back please? ياخذ منك الدفتر والورقة اللي أعطاك إياهم. We've been talking about, for example, maybe food, okay? And I would like to discuss with you 1 or 2 general questions related to this, okay? تمام؟ بيسألك سؤال، بيسأل يمكن 4 أو 5 أسئلة زي ما حكينا. You should be able to express your opinion. You should be able to make a comparison, and you should be able to talk about future. يعني الثلاث نقاط الرئيسية اللي أنت لازم تكون قادر إنك تحكي عليها. ناخذ مثلا عندنا 3 أو 4 أسئلة ممكن نسألهم. أوكي، مين بيحب مثلا يجاوب في البارت 3؟ Okay, anyone, guys? Okay, Lubna, thank you, Lubna. Okay, so thank you. Can I have the booklet and the paper and the pencil back, please?
Yes.
Okay, we have been talking about food, and I would like to discuss with you 1 or 2 general questions related to this. Okay, first of all, what are the types of food that people eat in your country?
Mostly my people in our country eat traditional dishes like mansaf, magluba, and also other well-prepared and delicious type of cuisines. But nowadays there is other type of food that is enter our society from other regions and countries, such as fast food, if we talk about that. Also about some from Saudi Arabia or Yemen, Turkish dishes, which are a wonderful type of cuisines, I think.
Okay, thank you. Another question, maybe? Is
Yes.
food now better? Is food now better than in the past?
Well, in my opinion, I don't think that because nowadays we depend on fast food and everything we want to prepare it quickly. It contain a bad quality, maybe those gradients full of fat, oils, and also maybe a lot of dangerous materials, as I think this bad to our health, and it may influence our health in a negative way.
Thank you. And the last question, how might eating habits change in the coming decades?
We should return back to the healthy food as our grandparents. We can say we should return back to our traditional dishes and cuisines. We should eat a lot of fruits, vegetables, and all these healthy materials contain a lot of minerals, vitamins, and also we should increase the water intake per day.
Okay, Lubna. Yeah, okay. For the last question, maybe it would be better if you said, I expect in the future that people are going to consume or eat the same dishes that our parents and grandparents used to consume, and maybe I expect that people are going to eat more healthy food because there are a lot of there are a lot of يعني. فبنحكي في البدايه بس ممكن نحكي انه كونه يعني حابب انه مثلا لو اعطينا شويه هيك سريع فيدباك انه I expect لانه future دائما نحكي I expect, I imagine, okay, I predict something for the future, but your answer is good. Thank you, Lubna. Thank you. Okay, maybe we can take one more participant. كمان واحد. أميرة. Okay, أميرة. Okay.
Yes, doctor.
Okay, can I have the booklet, the paper, and the pencil back, please?
Of course.
Okay, we have been talking about food, and I would like to discuss with you one or two general questions related to this, okay? What about foreign food? What kinds of foreign food are popular in your country?
I think the most popular foreign food in my country is junk food. There are a lot of brands, foreign brands, or Western brands that have a lot of popularity here among young people. They like to eat junk food, and I think with the lockdown nowadays, the popularity of this kind of food rise a lot. Young people. It is easy for young people to approach this kind of food, and they can be very addicted to it. It is easy to be very addicted to it.
Okay, thank you. Is food now better than in the past?
I think the Jordanian still has the same the same cuisine. They still keep the same cuisine, Jordanian cuisine, or Jordanian and in general. Jordanians in general eat homemade meals. I think, or this kind of food contains a lot of vegetables. I think that because of the economic conditions, like they focus more on vegetables instead of meats and chickens. That's it.
Okay, thank you. How might eating habits change in coming decades?
People's or
Mm.
eating habits are going to change. I think the lockdown plays a major role in changing our habits. But people now consume a lot of junk food. At the same time, we see a lot of new brands that focus on healthy food.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like fresh juices and fresh meals that contain less carbs and fats.
Okay, thank you very much. And this is the end of the speaking test. Okay, تمام. آخر شيء بيحكي لك إياه الإكزامينر. This is the end of the speaking test. Thank you very much, Amira. Your answer is well developed, and you have good lexical vocabulary range. Okay, your vocabulary range
Thank you
is
so
good,
much.
and your grammar as well. Okay, يعني كويس عندك بتحكي على at length, speak at length without noticeable effort, and your pronunciation is good. Yeah, your score maybe I can't tell. Okay, for sure. Okay, but your score is something around 7+. Yeah, it's a good one. Okay, thank you
Thank you
so
so
much.
much.
You are
I
welcome.
appreciate your encouragement.
Okay, thank you, Amira. You are doing so good. And thank you, everyone. Anyone want to say anything, guys? في أي واحد بيحب يحكي أي شيء? To add anything, guys? Any question? Any comment? Anything? Okay, you're welcome, Lama, Fatima, Batul, Haya. Thank you, Lubna. Okay, thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone. I'm so pleased to have you here tonight, and I wish you the best. The best. If you want anything, don't hesitate to call me or to contact me. Okay, guys. Tamam. I hope this session was beneficial, and I hope the best for you all. Okay. Good night, everyone. يعطيكم العافية جميعا. تصبحوا على خير ونراكم إن شاء الله. ما تترددوا إذا في أي سؤال عندكم تتواصلوا معي. Okay. يعطيكم العافية وتصبحوا على خير. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله.